How you gonna walk through this world? It's so easy to misstep. How are you gonna walk through the world? So easy to screw it up. You gotta rise like the sun does every day. Rise up, look above. The light feels something like love. Hello, friends. I'm Shelley Leedahl, a writer in lovely Ladysmith on Vancouver Island, and this is my literary podcast, Something Like Love. The 10 shows in Season 2 will center around random weekly themes, and I'll release a new episode each Wednesday. You're going to hear a Shellified cover song, a selection of prose or poetry, either from my already published books or new work, and a meditation to soothe and inspire as we stumble together through these unprecedented times. Hang in there, folks. We've got this. Happy 2021. Brand new year, fresh start, tabula rasa, and all the rest. Just think about all the amazing things that can happen in the year ahead. I awoke today and found the frost perched on the town, hovered in a frozen sky. Then it gobbled summer down. When the sun turns traitor cold and all the trees are shivering. Hey, do you ever get nostalgic for childhood? I do sometimes. Today, my theme is Joni Mitchell, because I want to be Joni Mitchell when I grow up. I'll begin with an editorial I had published in the Saskatoon StarPhoenix in 1996. It's called Going Back to Happier, Healthier Times. Just once more. Just once more, I want to wake with the morning birds and not have to go anywhere, do anything, or be who someone else expects me to be. I want to grasp the atom of time before wonder was flattened, before merry-go-rounds ceased being fun. I want to be a girl in pigtails on a purple banana bike with streamers. I want to put handles on all those turns. I want to go to a birthday party where everyone wears a newsprint hat and the cake is shaped like a rabbit. I'll cross my fingers, hoping to get the slice with the foil-wrapped quarter inside, though a dime would be just fine. I promise I won't look when we pin the tail on the donkey. I want to play jacks again. I want to play Mother May I and Red Light, Green Light on the church sidewalk during vacation Bible school. I want to sing The Ants Go Marching One by One, Hurrah, Hurrah, and one bottle pop, two bottle pop, as loud as I can. I want it to be 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so no one will get mad if I pour water over my head and get my clothes wet. I like my lavender hot pants with the purple and white checked trim ordered from the Eaton's catalog. My mother let me tear open the package when it arrived. She is 35 years old. She told me so. I want to spend one holy hour between the rows of peas in our family's garden, plopping one perfect globe after another into my waiting mouth while I'm supposed to be weeding. I want my mother to see me and pretend she hasn't. I want permission to slice off a stalk of rhubarb, fill a bowl with sugar, and dip through an August afternoon. On the hottest day of the year, I want to invite every kid on the block to my house to run through the oscillating sprinkler. I want to hang my head directly over the spray and see how high I can count. Later, when the sun relents, I want to be my father's chosen child, running to the store to buy revels for the entire family. I want to experience that first explosion of light one more time, feel it like the flutters our hearts made when Father let us cut the grass, the whole yard, finally, by ourselves. At night, we held our glowing secrets on the ends of branches, stirred tangerine swirls against the northern night sky. We aspired to blazes, let them burn, then stamped them out. I loved the fire that beat us to Father's Datsun in the back, the colors the grass turned beneath that car, the neighbor kids yelling, "Run, run!" and water a lifetime away. I desire the small fires we grew up in. I want to be wedged between siblings in the side-paneled station wagon, all of us queasy from too many hours on the highway, too many glasses of warm orange Kool-Aid. I long for what comes after the road games, first to see the water tower, and that car is yours, the next one is mine. The moment when the squabbling stops, and each of us fall asleep when we collectively hold our breath between the telephone poles. I want to be back in that particular car, peeking over the seat, just as the blue of the promised lake teases us between the hills and butterflies swarm in our stomachs. I want Dad to hurry up with the tent trailer so we can run barefoot to the beach and feel the water's blue sting. I want to race my siblings to the buoys, do backflips off the dock when the lifeguard's not looking, try out my brand new flippers and dig myself to China in the sand. I want desperately to get my survival, junior, intermediate swimming badge so I can sew it onto my bathing suit. I have $1 burning a hole in the pocket of my past. I want to hit the souvenir store and buy sand dollars like I've seen on the beaches in Archie comics. I want to add another pennant to my bedroom wall collection. There's room between pictures of Donny Osmond and the Jackson 5. I want to play rummy with my sisters and brothers when it rains. I want to run my finger along the tent trailer's weeping canvas walls while someone more responsible says, "Don't touch the sides." When the sun sinks below the horizon, I want to watch the park staff dress like moose and put on bad skits. I want to see my parents tanned and relaxed and have them with me. I mean, really with me. I want Dad to take us to the drive-in beside the cemetery where Grandma is sleeping. We'll watch Willard and Tales from the Crypt, and I'll be scared again forever. I want to get on a horse without being told which side to get on and wind my way through a trail ride. No one will even know that I'm terrified. I want to turn on the radio and hear King of the Road and These Boots Were Made for Walking and Joni Mitchell. Flapping and risen on before the snow. They got the urge for going, and they got the wings so they can go. I want to go golfing with my father and wash the grass-stained golf balls in the soapy ball washer that goes squish, squish. I want to make new friends from Kindersley or Kenora or someplace really exotic like Edmonton. Apply the fire with kindling. I'll pull the blankets up to my I want to balance these moments, like the time I shared a teeter-totter with a girl exactly the same weight as me. I'd like to call back summertime and Have her stay for just another month or so. But she's got the urge for going.
I want to stop it all there.
She'll have to go.
Steady.
She gets the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown
And now,
all her
a
empire
poem.
is closing down.
Sun-drunk. Birds in the afternoon become almost human. They need to be close to us, elicit conversation, and I must quit my pen and solitary occupation of speaking to the vibratile silence. And elm seeds, tiny rice paper hooves, flattened ears of mice. Most days, it's all pollution, top of the head, caffeine dregs of the heart. A tongue's glide on rolling paper, the chemistry of espresso. Splayed in the grass, a plate of sun, shark shadow where my body hits it. I'm sorry, Joni Mitchell, but I now want to be Sharon Olds if I grow up. She knows the value of the word sometimes. This petite garden party, these jets, only the Val d'Aran wind. Beyond the gate, the Frenchman River. Beyond the river, the bald-on-top hills. I meet a man with 8 languages and broken-down shoes. We eat breasts of soft ice cream on Main Street. In Jack's Cafe, the single goldfish, dying or pregnant, does not swim so much as prattle through the cryptocorines. One woman on oxygen a few tables over. 2 retired farmers discussing healthcare. So easy to let the sun wash this under. A man I know, outside the post office. It's like high noon, he says, and I grasp his forearm, slow slide my hand into his, while a vulture stands by, applauding. It's coming on winter, they're cutting down trees. It's resolution time again, and I have quite a few. I'm continuing with my minimum 10,000 steps a day, which I've been doing now for a few years, and this year I'd like to cycle at least 1,000 kilometers, but I also have some non-fitness types of goals as well. I've been inspired by a really good friend of mine, another writer in Ladysmith. Her name's Rachel. Every year, Rachel selects a word which becomes her touchstone. And I thought, geez, that's a great idea. So this year, I've selected a word, and I've written it on a paper and colored it and stuck it on my fridge where I can look at it every single day. You see, I feel I could be lighter in many ways. I would like to consume less food, hydro, use less water, and I'd really like to become emotionally lighter. I'm hoping that by having this sign on my fridge and seeing it every day, it's really going to remind me of all of these things. And I'm going to suggest to you that you select a word for your year and do the same thing. Make some kind of a simple sign. You can color it if you want or paint it, and just choose something that you think will help you make this year better. Perhaps you want to feel more serenity, or you want to feel braver, or maybe you just want to smile more often. Whatever your word is, trust that it is indeed exactly right for you. The poem I read earlier was from my book, Wretched Beast, and I told you the editorial was something I wrote many, many years ago, and it includes several lines from poems that appeared in my very first book of poetry, A Few Words for January. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Let's have a bloody fantastic year. How are you going to walk through this world? It's so easy to misstep.